What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and this is a double blog update. Now, one real quick thing is that we're still dialing in Streamlabs, and so Rusty's audio may be a little off sync if you're watching this, but we're getting that worked out. Unfortunately, when we're like in this environment, the audio is synced perfectly for me, but then the video doesn't turn out that way. So we're tweaking it, we're dialing it in. But Rusty, what's up with the R64 update?
This was posted today, so this is hot off the press. It came out from Scopely to the WWE Champions blog section, and I'm going to read through portions of it slowly. We're going to make space to add or break down any part of it that may seem like it needs a little explanation. And as always, everything is subject to change. Our breakdown could be even subject to us interpreting it incorrectly in something. And so we just want to throw that, right? I mean, just throw that out there that we may think it means something.
It's possible that we're not the problem. It's possible we're the problem.
We don't want you to fill out any tickets and say, well, Champions Chat guys said, because we don't, Anyway, subject to change and subject to our own stupidity. So the R64 update note says this: Hey, champions, here is the change log for our R64 update that we plan to roll out this week for Android. So Android could be available as early as today, but iOS is coming next week. So check your preferred app store by then. If you are still waiting to see the update, return later. One thing I'll add to that is you might want to just turn on automatic updates on your mobile device, and then you don't have to stress out about kind of looking for that info. Lee, are you iOS or Android?
I'm on iOS, so I'll get mine next week, it looks like.
I am too, yeah. So haven't seen it yet, but there are some screenshots here in the blog. So the next section, this is your connection to WWEChampions.com, and it keeps you up to date with the latest events and our community. So if you look at that screen, right, it looks like some of the portal and everything. Is this what you're thinking, Lee, is going to be available in-game?
Yeah, well, so when we very first became official content creators, we were invited into a meeting where they showed some early screens of this. So we've known this was coming. We had no idea when. It wasn't like we had super secret information, just like an early, like, hey, here's kind of what we're thinking. What do you guys think? The idea being that the web portal information, the social information is all more ingrained into the WebEx or whatever you want to call it, the UI of the game itself. So, it's always been like, hey, go check out the portal. Hey, go check out the portal. And there's been that one button in the top right that I forget it even exists, to be honest. So now you've kind of got this featured section and then the news section, and you're going to have access to all the blogs right there, which is fantastic because that gives you the ability to say what's going on. Like if we have had to use these videos to say, if you need information, go to champions.com, right? Like it's not available in game. This, I don't know if it's going to keep it in the same, like in-game browser or if it's going to launch to something else. I get the sense that since it has like the square going out, it might open your web browser, but either way, like it takes you directly there. So it makes the information in game highly accessible and good for us, especially since we might have some announcements on this front soon. There is a YouTube button, so it's going to take you to content from all of the content creators, including us. And then when there is a Twitch stream live, it will automatically show you that there is a live one going. So you can always know when something's happening in Champions, and I find that pretty neat. It's more connected.
Yeah, I wish I would have used the language. I thought it was a banner on this blog, but the section is actually called News, right? And it says the News tab shows you the latest blog post for contest and update coverage. And next to it, you see on screen, there's a featured tab, right? That
Right.
highlights essential info on contest tips, messages from the developers, and more. We don't know yet, but this it looks like, could this be the new home screen, like the landing page? And the
No.
reason the reason I asked that, and I'm glad you said no, but because I don't want to, be misleading in any way. The icon that it says web portal on the bottom left, that
Uh-huh.
is the icon that you referenced,
Right.
um, to say in the top right of the home screen, you click it and it takes you to the internet. So maybe this featured in news, maybe we're looking at maybe a banner or something that comes down when you click an icon. Um, we don't know, right?
We don't know. No, but I mean, it is something like this wouldn't be your main landing page because then you wouldn't have like go to matches and that kind of stuff. Like, but I'm not
True.
sure where in the UI this is going to be,
Right.
but it condenses a lot of things that have been all over the place into one cohesive thing. Plus, well, we'll see. We'll see where it gets to the events
Yeah.
and you can kind of see what's going on. So,
We'll go down to that next section. There's a little space line there. It says, we also added an easy way to access our community platforms on Facebook, on X, formerly Twitter, on Instagram, and the web portal. So you see that bottom banner, right?
right.
This includes a notification badge. So see the little red dot? That means notification.
Yeah.
When there is new content on our YouTube channel, or a live stream badge once we are live on Twitch. So that's pretty cool. A simple click on it will take you to the source. So it looks like that would even replace the in-game message that gets sent out. Lee, do you think that's what's going to happen when we start streaming to Twitch?
I think so. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, theoretically, you're going to see on this news banner, like, you can see how the icon changes from YouTube to Twitch Stream Live. So if it says Twitch Stream Live, then you click on that and it'll take you to the Champions Twitch channel, right? Every content creator has our own Twitch channel, whereas we have not been very active on ours. We've been testing it mostly with what we've done so far. But yeah, it'll show at least when the main Champions account is live. It's yet to see, in fact, just the language of our YouTube channel. So that may not link to other content creators. I'm not sure. But, the web portal, if you don't know, Rusty just did a video last week about how to use the web portal for different characters. And there's always at least 2, if not 3, different content creators' videos with each character. So that way you can find things like the 3-minute movesets that we do or the character previews from any of the content creators.
That's right. And it also looks like just above that bottom banner of web portal, YouTube, social links, there's going to be an ending soon banner that actually pulls down when you click see all. So
Yeah.
we'll roll down the blog a little bit. See them all. Never miss out on an ending contest, tours, etc. Get everything at a glance and easy to access. Uh,
Yeah.
as I so here's one thing as I glance at it, it does not appear to include prize walls, which is like something that people are always kind of bumping themselves on the head for missing the end of that prize wall.
Right.
So we'll see if that works its way onto that ending soon.
Right.
And, the next section is a rapid fire bullet points of everything that is included in the update. So please remember that if an issue is not listed here, we did not include it in this update. Therefore, we need more time to fix it. So before you
Pretty
ask, well, what
straightforward.
about, right? So the first bullet point is wildcard gems count again towards skill plate effects, right? So if something boosts, what does that mean?
Right.
Like a blue gem, wildcard counts as
Yeah, or,
blue?
or like, for example, you, lucky dog, got Powerhouse Hogan, who creates a ton of wildcard gems. Those should count for any color, which means, like, things like the underdog story, where you break a certain number of this color gem, it makes a certain number of another color gem. Your wild
Okay.
cards should count towards that, and apparently they were not. So,
Yeah, some of these issues I particularly did not even know they were issues until I read this
right.
changelog. So damage higher than 22 million shouldn't cause negative move damage anymore. And I think that we particularly saw that on boss battles where we go, "What? How much damage did I do?" It says I dealt minus,
Right.
whatever, 188.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
number of places where like there's ways that you can damage so much that you heal your opponent. There's like for example a zombie Ray, if he gets pinned, and I'm not sure that this is what it's talking about, but I'm hoping, I'm conjecturing. Like for example, Zombie Ray does or not Zombie Ray, Zombie Dominic does an insane amount of damage. Like we've got a video coming out to feel the power of Zombie Dom. But if he gets pinned while those countdown gems go off, and then it does so much kick out damage that it actually goes so far into the negative that you can't kick out. Like you end up functionally pinning yourself. So hopefully that's the type thing it's fixing.
Wow. The match should never end without issues after using
Should end
Juggernaut.
without issues.
Should end. Sorry, what? Double negative. Match should end without issues after using Juggernaut and Countdown gems.
Yeah, another one that I saw with Zombie Dominic, even you'll see it in the video that we put out this week, where once he does his move, they're just standing there like they're about to grapple, and then the ref's going 1, 2, 3. So it's like, wait, what? Nobody's even pinned right now, even though they're pinned. So,
And did you
assuming
win or
that's what it's
lose that
talking about.
match?
You still won, so maybe there's again these are
Yeah.
issues that affect everyone, but also some of them are ones that we may never have encountered, but when you do, you're like, what just happened?
You can just add to the lore. It's the Montreal screw job, Ring the bell
Right.
right
Wow.
now. I know, right? Let's see. The restriction slot should not reset anymore when your notoriety exceeds the legend level. So
Not sure
that's
what
a
that
showdown
means.
issue, right?
Yeah.
All right. Leveling up superstar moves can only be done outside a brawl. That's
Yeah, how is
respectable.
anybody leveling up moves like inside a fight? That doesn't seem.
No, no, no. So outside a brawl, right,
Oh,
means
feud.
you line up, and you select your opponent, and then before starting the match, then you you raise
Oh,
your talent level. Apparently, I
cheater.
guess.
Okay.
I didn't know that was an issue. That's
Right.
wild.
Okay.
They
Good to
think you're
know.
unleveled, and you get an easy matchup, and then you zoom, you
Wow.
jump up. Tapping on the faction leaderboard button after a contest ends should work as intended.
Hooray.
Straightforward. Moment descriptions should be consistent with the actual boost. So apparently, some
Hooray.
moments had inaccurate, I don't know, information. I'm gonna have to double check my Cody moment, make sure they did. Nothing's
Right.
wrong there, right? Players who join a faction, players who join a faction after a contest ends should not get the rewards.
Good.
It's pretty
Good.
straightforward, right? Showdown lineups should be accessible after a player's rank changes.
Okay.
The shard conversion dialogue should be displayed correctly now.
I didn't know it wasn't. So, all
I
right.
don't know. That
Fantastic.
would only, I guess, that would only affect when you're going to 6-star, like
Right.
leveling the 6-star Evo. Huh. The node condition icon shows as intended again on the pre-match screen of a tag team match. So a node means like level, right? What we would call like a specific level within a tour, a match
Right.
within a tour. So the match condition icon. So if it's a condition like powerhouse required, I
Yeah.
guess it shows as intended on the pre-match screen of a match. The web. Okay, this is exciting. The web version should work normally for new players.
But it does say new players.
What?
So, why Rusty's getting excited is when we stream on this thing,
Yeah, the portal.
we're
Yeah.
using the portal. We're using the web
But-
version of the game. But we're not
yeah.
new players, so I don't know.
Maybe we need a new account, a Champions Chat
Oh.
shared
Oh.
new account.
I don't know how, man, go for it, Goldie and Merrick's, but I don't know how I would ever find time for that right now in life. So,
Yeah, maybe if our kids we're grinding on the tours and stuff,
right.
like we would need like a little army to do it for us.
Yeah,
of
I
our
mean,
own-
both my kids
our own
used to play this game, but
Yeah.
Minecraft just dominates their thinking. So, anyway.
Right. Yeah. So the jury's out, I guess, on what that means. I haven't tried Portal Play yet this morning.
I haven't either. DJ does his on the portal, and we do ours on the portal, and I think Benny Smaja Gaming does his on the portal as well. So
Yeah,
if it's
you're
fixed,
using
that's a good chunk of the content creators that do that. So
right, performing no actions before a crash should not result in a currency loss. Do you think
Again,
currency
no
loss
idea.
means health packs? HP?
I went to coin, but I have no idea. I mean, performing no action before a crash, meaning
So like the
yeah,
match
I don't know.
starts,
This is
but it freezes
right.
and the game crashes. So maybe that won't drain your superstar's health down to 0.
Right.
Maybe conjecture, right? The summary dialogue should only appear when the player receives bag items. You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean the summary dialogue. So basically, it should only show up when it's a mystery what you're going to get, and then the bag opens without you. You like the ones that you don't have to click to open, but when you select something. So I don't know. Again, these ones are ones that I'm a little bit like, okay, sweet. We'll hit the like button here. Hey, we went from 57 to 65. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that one is, but anyway.
That's it for our R64 update notes.
Yeah, we're also going to do a video for the Vader blog, so be sure and check that one out. But, 20 minutes for some changelog. We appreciate you sticking around with us on this one, and hopefully there's been some good insights that make your favorite, my favorite game of all time even more exciting. So we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.